Okay, let's discuss bedtime and your toddler and the fact that they are absolute pros at delay tactics. They want to drag it out for as long as possible. They want to kiss every single teddy bear. They want to read every single story that they've got. Then they want to go say goodbye to daddy again. Then they want to go get a glass of water, and it's just delay, 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 delay. Now, this is very normal. Kids have an understanding that the bedtime routine means that the end of the day is coming, which means that they've got to go to sleep and the fun stops. Now, the fun is very exciting. I don't want the fun to stop. I rather want to stay awake like mommy and daddy. So they're going to push the boundaries because they are going to want to try and go to bed as late as possible. But we know that the early bedtime is important for their growth and development. So what do we do? What do we do as parents? So firstly, you've got to understand that you get to hold boundaries at bedtime. And holding a boundary isn't harming your child. It's just saying, no, buddy, this is where the line is, and we're not going to venture over that line. Now, what really helps with toddlers and bedtime are two things. Firstly, a structured routine that is the same thing every night. When you have a very set structured routine, the chance of them pushing that boundary diminishes drastically because they already know and they can already anticipate what is coming. Now, if you don't have a very set structured bedtime routine, now is time to implement one. If you're implementing a new routine, you can 100% expect kickback from your child. Guaranteed it's going to happen. So they're going to fight that new routine for at least a week, sometimes even 10 days. But once they realize this is the new routine, then they often start to follow the rules and live within the boundaries, and everything is beautiful. And the second thing that really helps with toddlers is giving them choices. So what I like to do is I like to say to my kids, they can kiss 3 teddies goodnight. Any 3 teddies they want, they can kiss 3 teddies goodnight. Also, they get 2 stories. I've always implemented a 2-story system because it helps me to get the teeth brushed. So the choices is you choose a story and mommy chooses a story. And I read my story first, then I brush their teeth, and then they get to read their story. I do this because, oh my word, kids want to read the same story every night, and I will literally die of boredom. So I get to choose a different story, and because they have a favorite story, they really want to read that story, and it kind of eliminates the battle of brushing the teeth, because I'm like, well, we can't read your story until we brush your teeth. So those 2 things are great. Give them some choices and implement a structured bedtime routine that is the same every night so that they can anticipate what is coming. As your child gets a little bit older, you can modify the bedtime routine slightly. Like when my child got slightly older and they were like 18 months, I would be like, do you want to turn off the lights? Come, why don't you turn off all the lights for us? You can add a little bit of nuance like that as they get older. But I hope that this helps.